ונקווה בואי ושלום תראה בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה. שיר יום השמש מזמור מזמור שיר שיר יום Yeah, we're on.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord. Keep us from the stranger's way. May God bless you and grant you long life. May God keep you and shield you from strife. May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. May the Lord protect and defend you. Shabbat Shalom.
I felt like we needed that tonight. All right, we're going to get started on page 10 in the Siddur with some Yadid Nefesh. We learned this melody with Rabbi Joshua Shosky a couple months ago. Yay, 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 Let's do it. This is chair moving music. This feels nice. So we're on page 11. The top. Repeat after me. I'll let everyone get there. But you know these words, I think. Lechu nevanena l'Adonai Nabia Letzu Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Bizmi Bond Now we are alone Lechu Nevanena l'Adonai Nabia Letzu Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Bizmi Bond Now we are alone Lechu Nevanena l'Adonai Nabia Letzu Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Bizmi Bond Now be alone. I'm gonna dive in this next part, and you can do it too out loud if you like, in the Hebrew or in the English, however you like. Ki el gadol Adonai, umelech gadol al kol Elohim, asher biyado mechkari haaretz, v'toafot harim lo, asher lo hayam b'asahu, v'yabesh et yadav yatzaru, bo nishachave v'nichra, nivracha lifnei Adonai Oseinu. Lechu nevanena l'Adonai, Nabia Letzu Yishenu, Nekad Mafana Betoda, Bizmi Bond Now be alone. לכו נרנן על אדוני, נביע לצור ישנו, nekad mafana pitoda, bizmivot nabia lo, ki hu Eloheinu, v'anachnu amarito v'tzonyado. I love that line. Hayom im bekolot yishma'u, al takshu levavchem kimriva, ki yom masa bamidbar, asher nisuni avotechem, v'chanuni gam ra'ufo ali. לכו נרנן על אדוני, נביע לצור ישנו, nekad mafana pitoda, bizmirot nabia lo. לכו נרנן על אדוני, נביע לצור ישנו, nekad mafana pitoda, bizmirot nabia lo. Now you know what to do. 40 שנה עקו בדור ואומר עם טועי לבבהם והם לא ידעו דרכי. Let's do this one together. אשר נשבעתי בפי, אם יבואון על מנוחתי. And שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בזרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים משפחות עמים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, אילו מפניו כל הארץ, אילו בגויים אדוני מלך, אל תיכון תבל תל אל תימוד, ידין עמים במישרים, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדה וכל אשר בו, יעיני אז ירננו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני, כי בא לשפוט הארץ, לשפוט תבל וצדק ועמים
That was nice. What do you need this Shabbat? Just a word. What do you need this Shabbat? We're going to pass the mic, and you can always pass if you'd like. But for the people at home, what do you need this Shabbat? I need energy from this Shabbat.
My family.
Peace writ large.
Sleep.
Love.
Rest.
Calm.
We got something going here. Relaxation, too.
Diversion.
Calm and peace.
I'm full this Shabbat. Beauty.
Fun.
Rest.
Slow down. We're at Psalm 97, page 15. Adonai malak tagel haaretz, yismechu im rabim, anan va'arafel sevivav, tzedek u'mishpat nechon kis'o. Keep reading it to yourself. I'm going to do the same. Ish lefanam telech v'heit saviv tzarav, heiru b'rakav tevel b'rata v'tachel haaretz, harim g'nodang mesam livnei Adonai milivnei Adonai, kol haaretz higenu mashmayim. We're going to meet together at the arrow in the bottom of 16. Zecher Kodsho V'hodu Zecher Kodsho. We're at Psalm 99, page 19. Adonai malak yirgazu amim, Yoshev keruvim tanut haaretz, Adonai betzion gadol, Baramhu al kol hamim, Yodeu shimcha gadol v'nora kadoshu, V'oz melech mishpat ohev, Ata konanta mishpat tzedakah be'akov ata asita, Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu b'shtach v'la'adom raglav kadoshu. We're going to meet at the top of page 20. Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. Let's try that together. Moshe ve'Aharon. Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. And the next part is like this. Korim el Adonai, ve'hu yanem. Korim el Adonai, ve'hu yanem. Moshe ve'Aharon, Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. Moshe ve'Aharon be'chowana u'Shemuel be'korei shemo. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu hakodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Oh, romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'hakodsho. Avul Adonai b'nei Elim, Avul Adonai kavod ba'oz, Avul Adonai kavod shemo. Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadra kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim el hakavod hirim. Adonai amayim amayim rabim. Kol Adonai ba'koach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, v'shaber Adonai et arzei havanon, v'yakidem kemo egel Lebanon v'Sirion, kemo ben rebim, kemo ben rebim. Kol Adonai chotzev lahavot eish, kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar.
ישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום.
I'm going to use two melodies, and the first one, I think, comes from Cantor Model, but I've sort of probably mixed it around in a way that it might not go, but I think it kind of goes. Okay. Oh, the Green Keeper. Okay. Oh. Cantor Model always worked. So Cantor Model's citizenship was Irish. He immigrated to Ireland, to Dublin in 1938. He became a citizen in the 1940 something, and he remained an Irish citizen the rest of his life. And always on St. Patrick's Day, he wore a green kippah, right? Yeah. I forgot about that.
From what I've learned of his personality, it doesn't seem like he would be a guy to pinch.
I don't think so.
לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו בניך, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נעשוך, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומיצאי מתוך הפך, רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, ויחמו עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקרא כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's turn to page 25. We'll do the last three verses.
לך דודי נקבלה והיו למשיסה שוסייך ורחקו קומבלייך יסיס עלייך אלוהייך כי ימסוס חתן על כלה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תעריצי על יד איש דן פרצי ואני שמחה ונגילה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצהלה תוך אמוני עם סגולה בואי כלה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקבעת כלה פני שבת נקבלה מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום השבס מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום השבס מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום השבס מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום the whole wide world is waiting to sing a song of Shabbos. The whole wide world is waiting to sing a song of Shabbos. And I am also waiting to sing a song of Shabbos. I am also waiting to sing a song of Shabbos. מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום השבס מזמור מזמור שיר שיר ליום השבס We'll join together the last bit of Psalm 92. Tzadik ata yifrach ke'erez ba'alvanon hiskev shetuv Adonai malakeu lavish, lavish, lavish Adonai oz hitazar abtikon tevel baltimot nachon kisacha meaz meolam ata naseu naharot Adonai naseu naharot kolam yiseu narot doch yam mikol od mayim ravim adirim mishbebeyam adir bamamrom Adonai Eidotecha na'amnu me'od Levetcha na'ava kodesh Adonai le'orech yamim.
For anybody saying Kaddish, if you'd rise with me. Yikadal v'yikadash merabah, v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam omei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudashach richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rama bin shamaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Ose shalom b'merma v'huya se shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We'll talk for a second. I don't know if I can be on camera like this, but this is how I want to be. So, hi. Oh, I can be. The cameras are amazing. A lot is made in the Hasidic tradition of this being the Shabbat that's about unity. It's the Shabbat that follows the incident of the golden calf, the moment in which we lost our sense of communal unity after coming out of Egypt. It's the parsha that begins with Moses commanding the people to gather, Vayekal, which gives us the name of the parsha. And the Ishbitzer Rebbe, the Meir Shiloach, one of the great Hasidic Rebbes, says that the purpose that Moses gathers the people for is to try to restore a sense of unity that had been lost, to try to restore a sense of Am Echad im Lev Echad, of one people and one heart, that we had when we came through the sea. This is a strange Shabbos in Jewish history to be the Shabbos of unity. This is a time in which the Jewish people is feeling very deeply disunified. I don't know how closely people are following the news from Israel, but this is a time in which a rhetoric of civil war is being normalized, a rhetoric in which people are talking about the possibility of Jews fighting Jews in the streets in a way that we haven't seen in many decades. I don't have an answer for us tonight, but we have collected in the circle the very best Jewish minds of Orange County, and I mean that. And I'm curious if we can think together. Like, what would it take to lean into unity as a people? And to do so without papering over very real differences, right? Because unity can be a good catchphrase to cover a lot of sins. Well, we have to be together, so we can't talk about this, that, and the other thing. We also have to be together. So as we sit in the circle, I'm wondering, how do we move the world? How do we move our Jewish family? And if that's too big, how do we move ourselves into a place of a little bit more unity? I'm curious what thoughts we have. I'm happy to pass the mic around.
I think just starting the conversation itself helps, right? I don't think we've been talking about unity very much as a country the last few years. I think everything has been focused on what divides us, and everything has been focused on kind of, and I'm guilty of this, staying in your little bubble of like-minded people and just having kind of a feedback loop, right? And, I think we need to have people from the pulpit and other leaders, ideally political leaders, although I don't have much hope of that, starting to talk about it. But I think starting to bring it up in the faith community, starting to have conversations about what we have in common and making sure we don't lose sight of that is a good start.
I think it all starts with gratitude, to be grateful for what we have. So many people are angry with grievances and complaining, and and if they just stopped for a moment and stepped back and look at how lucky and blessed they are and how much they have compared to maybe what others have, then there wouldn't be so much infighting and we'd be able to get along better.
Going once, going twice. Obviously, I'm not as good as our host.
So we've heard stay focused on the grateful. We've heard have the conversation at all. What would it take for you? We don't need to solve the world's problems tonight. Just for you, for us, to feel a little bit of a greater sense of unity and connection, and a little bit further or more resistant and resilient in the face of the things that seek to pull us apart.
I think it's important, even when we have differing perspectives, to feel heard and to feel like your opinion is worthwhile. It may not agree with what someone else has, but maybe if you can have the opportunity to state it, someone else can learn from you, and you can learn why they might see something differently.
I think that brings up a really important point about listening versus talking, right? That's the other thing I feel like. I feel we all talk at each other, right? And we've got our opinion, and I've got to tell you my opinion. And if you start by listening, it heals a lot. It's a really good point.
Like when I talk to the television or the radio in the car.
Me too.
Jacob, if I can put you on the spot, you teach people how to listen for a living. You get people in circles and get them to listen to each other about hard problems. What do you think most people don't know about how to listen out of disunity and into unity?
No pressure. I'm trying to practice listening. I'm trying to this is one of the most special parts about this community, is we get to listen and learn, and I feel like we've been on a learning journey and challenge. What I keep coming back to in answer to that question is starting where we can, right? The world feels so out of control and so big, and what influence do we have? But what we're learning here, I think, is that we can make an impact here. And we can actually be a place, I bring this back to CBI because it's where my mindset is, of being a place where people feel safe and people feel welcome. And one of the things I'm excited about is I don't think you can have communication and safe dialogue without a welcoming environment where everybody feels like they have a voice. And we have so much going on right now that's focusing on making sure that every individual and every person feels like this can be a home. And this is what we can control. I go back to Dr. Frankl, right? All the stuff going on. His quote is, "Forces beyond your control can take away everything you possess except for one thing, the freedom to choose how you respond to the situation." So when there's all that madness and all that chaos in the world, I come back to what can we do here? And this is a pretty good place to start.
Nice. Anybody want to follow that? Yeah, Rhonda.
As part of being together in community and being welcoming people, welcoming ideas, being inclusive. Because you're right, we have been very exclusive and staying within our own secure bubbles. And the hardest thing is to reach past that. But I think we do have to extend and do that.
And I think just to bring it together, there's an element of this that's about tshuva, right? There's an element that's about returning to the ways that we have gotten away from each other, gotten away from ourselves. And Pesach is kind of, it's the 6-month mark from Yom Kippur. It's the opposite side of the circle. And there is this little hint of a reminder to do a tshuva check-in that starts with the cleaning process that many of us are starting to think about right now. Starts on Monday. Maria is starting to do the meat side of the kitchen. Oh my God, Pesach is coming. Right? Pesach is the physical cleaning that mirrors Yom Kippur's spiritual cleaning. And at its best, it's not just an exercise in pouring boiling water over things and scrubbing out the oven. At its best, it's supposed to be a physical action that puts us into a mindset of what it is that we need to boil away, what it is that we need to scrub out, what's been the accumulated stuff, because once a year is not enough. We should be doing tshuva, the rabbis say, the day before we die, and they say, well, you never know what that day is, so every day is a good day for tshuva. But at very least, for those of us who need some days on the calendar, we are coming into, again, a time of scrubbing, a time of cleaning, a time of washing away our accumulated schmutz. And maybe as we come into Pesach, this can be a time for finding some of those places in us as a little community and us as a big community. Some of those places where we have felt alienated from each other, some of those places in which we have gone hard and lost the ability to listen, and to see if we can polish them up, if we can get rid of a little bit of that, if we can come into the Festival of Liberation a little bit more ready to liberate ourselves, and by liberating ourselves, to liberate each other. Shabbat Shalom. Let's Dov and Marv together.
Ma'avir yomu mevi laila, mu'avdil ben yomu ve'laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai ve'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu, le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Amavi v'aravi.
Page 40, Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochveinu u'b'kumeinu, Nasiach b'chokecha, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו באורך ימים
את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך בים. שמוע תשמעו מצוותי אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם היום ולכם בכל לבבכם להשביחכם את הארץ ארצכם ידעו רעים מקוש ועשת תקן תשכח יצר אדוני אלוהיכם אמת ואמונה כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו ואנחנו ישראל עמו עבדינו מי המלכים Page 44 ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירה שמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך רע ובניך בוקע ים לבני משה זה אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
When we were talking about strategies for seeking unity, none of us, because of the religious community in which we are, said we should pray on it. If we were in some other kind of communities, that would be the first answer, right? Of what does it mean to try to go for unity? Well, it starts with prayerful reflection. Most of us don't default there. Even those of us who work in the prayer business don't default there. Hashkivenu is very much a prayer about seeking peace, about seeking to be safe in an unsafe world, about seeking a sense of being held and cared for, and I think in that way being empowered to do that for others. So even if it's not your natural inclination, let's try to not sing this as a song. Let's try to pray this as a prayer. Let's try to pray it as a prayer for peace for ourselves, for peace for our loved ones, for peace for our community and for our world. It's on page 45.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לשלום, ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך.
us from all harmful things. Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with the morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim.
On 46 we rise.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבה וינפש, וביום השביעי שבה וינפש. יקדש ויקדש שמי רבה, ועמד דברה קירותי והמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביום אחד ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו ואלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירה בעלמה ויאמרו
Take a couple of minutes for your own private prayer.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל השעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Yigdal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah ve'almad divra kirutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chaye d'chol Beit Yisrael b'galav v'zman kariv v'mibu amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevarach la'alam u'la'alamei almaya. Yidbarach v'yishnobach v'yibar v'yitromam v'yinaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudsha Brechule Amen kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiram be'lema v'mibu amen. Tikabal tzlotahon v'tachon d'chol Yisrael kol dam avohon d'vishmaya v'mibu amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'mibu amen. Oseh shalom b'romav v'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'miru amen. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol la'tei gedula le'otzer bereshit shelo asanu kegoyeh haratzot v'lo samanu komishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chalkenu kahem v'gom aleinu kechol hamonam v'anachnu kora'im modim livnei melech malchei hamelachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim beyoser haaretz umoshav yikaro bashamayim mima'al ushchinatu zo begov v'meromim hu Eloheinu Eino emet malkeinu efesulato kakalatu betorato ve'adata hayom behashivota elevavecha hu Elonai hu ha'Elohim bashamayim mima'al ve'al haaretz mitachat ein od al ken nekaveh lecha Adonai Eloheinu lirot me'ira b'tiferetu zacha lahavir gilulim min haaretz halenim kalim alot machot shadai b'chol b'nei b'sar yikulu b'shmech lahavir gilecha kol b'shem ametz ha'kivi u kol yishveteh b'chati kol b'shmecha המלכות שלך היא עומדת. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר בהיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ,
Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad. Ushemo, ushemo, ushemo echad.
Kaddish. In addition to those we're saying Kaddish for, just ask us to hold in mind JJ and Stacy Mice, who are members of our community. We're in Shiva right now for JJ's parent and for Becky Bridger, is just coming out of Shiva, but we'll have a minyan together on Sunday night at Perry and Becky's home. For all of those we're thinking of, for all of those you're thinking of, Yitkadal, V'yikadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma, Divrach, Hirutei, V'yamlich, Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agala, Uvizman, Kari, V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, Le'olam Olmei Olmaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yipa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shmei D'Kudishah, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran bi'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Do you want to make any announcements?
And I'll stay right here. Just a few things. One is, we'll mention it again tomorrow, but thank you to everybody here and everybody out there in Zoom land that was a part of the incredible gala experience last weekend. Not only was it amazing celebrating the great Phyllis Abrams, but also seeing so many circles of our village come together and be in one place and stay and stay and stay. Amazing. So thank you to everybody here that was a part of that and everybody at home. Also, as our village gathers right now here, which this is very special, so thank you, Cantor and Rabbi, tonight, I also want to remind us that part of our village is up at Camp Alanim this weekend. The USY group is yet again representing in force at USY Teen Weekend, and so we're thinking, especially I'm thinking about our USYers that are up there this weekend. Tomorrow morning, study at 8:30 in the morning over there in the social hall. 9 o'clock, Davener's Clinic with Cantor. 9:30, we start services with our first of 3 in a row bat mitzvahs to celebrate. And then at 10:30, junior congregation. Just 2 announcements about Passover. First is the chocolate seder put on by the Women's Club on March 26th at 1:30 p.m. here at CBI. Don't miss the chocolate. And the second announcement about Pesach is second night Pesach. Going to be a really incredible experience here, community seder led by Cantor and Rabbi. We are very, very correct. We are very, very excited to be here for second night Pesach. Shabbat Shalom.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord, and keep us from the stranger's ways. May God bless you and grant you long life. May God keep you and shield you from strife. May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness and peace. Oh, hear our Sabbath prayer. May the Lord protect and defend you.
thank you for indulging me the spiritual selfishness, I guess, of wanting to be in a circle. Thank you, everybody.
It was
for
a good
grabbing
move.
the circle.
Very good move.
If we can make sure the chairs go back, and we can make sure that anybody who has trouble carrying them, if you don't, grab two, and we'll meet up for dinner.